a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Darvish is a Japanese professional baseball starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs of Major League Baseball. Darvish previously pitched in MLB for the Texas Rangers and Los Angeles Dodgers and in Nippon Professional Baseball for the Hokkaido Nippon-Ham Fighters. In international play, Darvish pitched in the 2008 Beijing Olympics and the 2009 World Baseball Classic as a member of the Japanese national team. He was considered by many to be the best pitcher in Japanese professional baseball prior to his arrival in Major League Baseball in 2012. In his first MLB season, Darvish finished third in the American League Rookie of the Year balloting. The next season, he finished second in the Cy Young Award vote as he led the major leagues in strikeouts with 277 and finished fourth in the in earned run average at 2.83. On the 6th of April 2014, Darvish reached the 500 strikeout mark in fewer innings pitched than any starting pitcher in MLB history. Early life. Darvish was born in Habukino, Osaka, to an Iranian father, Farsad Darvish Sifat, and a Japanese mother, Ikuyo. His father played for the Florida State University soccer team. His grandfather owned a travel agency in Iran, and decided to send his son Farsad to the United States in 1977 to attend high school in Berkshire County, Massachusetts, where he also raced competitively in motocross. Darvish began playing baseball in second grade and led his team to the quarterfinals of the national tournament as well as a third-place finish in the international tournament as a member of the Habukino Boys. He was scouted by over 50 high schools while in junior high. He opted to attend Tohoku High School in northern Sendai, a noted baseball powerhouse that produced players such as former Seattle Mariners and Yokohama Bay Stars closer Kazuhiro Sasaki and former Bay Stars and Los Angeles Dodgers reliever Takashi Sato. High school career. Darvish became Tohoku High's ace pitcher by the fall of his first year and led his team to 4 straight appearances in national tournaments held at Koshien Stadium in his junior and senior years, twice in the National High School Baseball Invitational Tournament held in the spring, and twice in the National High School Baseball Championship in the summer. Darvish led his team to the finals of the 85th National High School Baseball Championship in the summer of 2003, but gave up 4 runs to Joso Gakuen High School, the Ibaraki champions, in a complete game loss. Darvish attracted national attention when he pitched a no-hitter against Kumamoto Technical High School in the first round of the 76th National High School Baseball Invitational Tournament as a senior on the 26th of March 2004. Though the team lost in the quarter-finals despite stellar outings by Darvish and sidearmer Kenji Makabe, many saw Darvish as the best high school pitcher in the country by that time. He pitched 12 games and put up a 7-3 record, with 87 strikeouts in 92 innings pitched and a 1.47 ERA in his 4 national tournament appearances, and posted a 1.10 ERA for his high school career, striking out 375 in 3,321 thirds innings. 2004 draft. Darvish was scouted extensively by major league teams, such as the then Anaheim Angels and Atlanta Braves, even while in junior high. As he entered his senior year of high school, the Angels, Los Angeles Dodgers and New York Mets had all expressed interest in signing him, but Darvish's intent remained to play for a Japanese professional team instead. Darvish was considered one of the best high school pitchers in the 2004 NPB amateur draft along with Yokohama Senior High School right-hander Hideaki Wakui and Akita Municipal Akita Commercial High School right-hander Tsuyoshi Sato, while the Fighters, Carp, Shinichi Dragons, Fukuoka Dai Hawks and Oryx Blue Wave all considered selecting Darvish with their first-round pick in the final months. The Fighters were one of the few teams that chose not to forego the first round in exchange for signing a college or industrial league player prior to the draft. This enabled them to land Darvish with their first-round pick in the 17th of November draft, signing him to a base salary of 15 million yen, a signing bonus of 100 million yen, and additional performance-based incentives on the 17th of December. 2005. Darvish received further publicity when he was caught smoking in a pachinko parlor on an off day during his first spring training in Despite not being old enough to legally smoke not a gamble at the time, the incident prompted his high school to suspend him, and the Fighters to place him under probation for an indefinite period and order him to participate in community service. Despite his suspension, Darvish made his professional debut later that season, taking the mound in an interleague game against the Cubs on the 15th of June. Though he gave up back-to-back solo home runs in the ninth, he pitched 8+ innings on those 2 runs alone and earned the win, becoming the 12th pitcher in NPB history to earn a win in one's professional debut as a rookie straight out of high school. He recorded his first complete game win on the 6th of August against the Lions and his first complete game shutout on the 18th of September, holding the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles to just 2 hits and becoming only the 14th pitcher in NPB history to throw a complete game shutout as a rookie out of high school. He finished the season with a 5.5 record in 14 starts, throwing 941 thirds innings, with an ERA of 3.53. 2006. Darvish had a breakout year in, compiling a 12.5 record with 115 strikeouts and a 2.89 ERA. In particular, he went 10-0 after the 30th of May, playing a leading role in the Fighters' first Pacific League title since and contributing to their first championship since in the Japan Series, over the Dragons. Darvish was chosen to take the hill for the first game of each of the Pacific League playoffs, Japan Series, and the 2006 Asia Series. Darvish, then 20 years old, became the first pitcher to start a Japan Series game since 1987 while under the age of 21. And only the 5th pitcher in NPB history to win a Japan Series game at that age with his win in Game 5 of the series. He also won the Asia Series Most Valuable Player Award. 2007. Darvish was named the Fighters starter for their season opener, becoming only the 4th pitcher in franchise history to start a season opener within 3 years of graduating high school. He struck out 14 over 9 innings in a no decision in his second start against the Lions on the 30th of March, and 14 again in a complete game win in his next start against the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks on the 7th of April, becoming only the 2nd pitcher in Japanese professional baseball history to strike out 14 or more batters in 2 consecutive starts. Darvish went on to post a 15.5 record with a 1.82 ERA for the year, limiting hitters to a .174 batting average against and leading the league with 210 strikeouts. He led the Fighters to their 2nd consecutive league title, winning both of his starts in the second round of the Climax Series against the Marines. Darvish took the mound in Game 1 of the Japan Series that followed on the 27th of October against the Dragons for the 2nd straight year, pitching a 13-strikeout, complete game win in an intense pitcher's duel with then Dragons ace Kenshin Kawakami, and becoming only the 3rd pitcher in Japan Series history to strike out 13 or more batters in a single game. With the Fighters down 3-1 and facing elimination, Darvish started Game 5 on the 1st of November and held the Dragons to 1 run over 7 innings while striking out 11. However, the Fighters had no answer for opposing right-hander Daisuke Yamai and closer Hitoki Iwasa, failing to get a single man on base, and allowing the first perfect game in Japan Series history. The Dragons won the game 1-0, charging Darvish with the loss, and becoming Japan Series champions. The 24 strikeouts that Darvish totaled in his 2 starts were the 2nd highest by any single pitcher in series history. Darvish was presented with both his first career Eiji Sawamura Award and his first Most Valuable Player Award following the season. He also won the Golden Glove and Best 9 awards that year. Darvish made his national team debut in the 2007 Asian Baseball Championship against Chinese Taipei on 3 December 2007. Because Japanese law requires that a person holding dual citizenship choose a single nationality before their 22nd birthday, Darvish had chosen to retain his Japanese citizenship so that he could play for the national team in the Olympics. On the 22nd of December, Darvish re-signed with the Nippon-Ham Fighters for 200 million yen plus payment at piece rates, up 128 million yen from 2006. At 21 years old, Darvish became the youngest player in Japanese baseball history to reach the 200 million yen mark. 2008. Darvish was named the Fighters starter in the season opener for the 2nd consecutive year, pitching a complete game shutout in that very game. Even as his team struggled in the opening months of the season, Darvish continued to rack up wins at a pace that exceeded his own in the previous season. As the year went on, he and Eagles ace Hisashi Iwakuma emerged as the league leaders in both wins and ERA. On the 10th of April, in their only matchup of the season, neither gave up a single hit through the first 5 innings. Iwakuma went the distance, throwing just 100 pitches and giving up just 1 run on 3 hits. Yet Darvish topped this, throwing another complete game shutout on 3 hits and just 95 pitches in one of the best pitchers' duels of the season. While he did not pitch the way he had hoped in the Olympics, Darvish promptly put up a perfect 5-0 record with a 1.29 ERA and 2 complete games in the 5 starts upon returning to the Fighters, leading them to a playoff berth in a heated race against the Marines. While the Fighters failed to make the Japan series, Darvish took the mound in 2 playoff games, giving up 1 run in a complete game win in one and pitching a complete game shutout in another. Although he lost out to Iwakuma in wins, he finished second in all 3 Triple Crown categories, finishing the season with a 16-4 record, 1.88 ERA, and 208 strikeouts. Regardless, the Sawamura Award was presented to Iwakuma, and Darvish became just the second pitcher to clear the guidelines in all 7 categories to not win the award. Darvish took the mound in Game 1 of the first round of the Climax Series against the Oryx Buffaloes on the 11th of October, allowing 9 hits, but holding the team to 1 run while striking out 14 in a 4-1 complete game win. He started Game 2 of the second round against the Saitama Seibu Lions on the 18th of October and pitched a complete game shutout in a 5-0 win, but the Fighters lost the series 4-2 and fell short of their 3rd straight appearance in the Japan series. On the 1st of December, Darvish re-signed with the Nippon-Ham Fighters for 270 million yen plus payment at piece rates, up 70 million yen from 2007. 2009. Darvish started the Fighters' season opener for the 3rd straight year in, taking the mound in the game against the Eagles on the 3rd of April in much hyped matchup with the reigning Sawamura Award winner and World Baseball Classic teammate Hisashi Iwakuma. Darvish gave up 3 runs in the first inning, but insisted on going the distance, giving up 8 hits, but allowing no runs from the second inning onward in a 121-pitch, complete game loss. He had a stellar outing on the 24th of April, striking out 6 straight and 11 overall en route to a 4-hit, complete game shutout over the Buffaloes, following it up by holding the Lions to 1 run and striking out 11 over the 9 innings in a no decision in a matchup with fellow 22-year-old Daisuke Hideaki on the 1st of May. On the 22nd of August, Darvish was taken off the active roster for the first time in his career due to injury. The Fighters classified it as shoulder fatigue, and the deactivation came after a career worst start against the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, in which he went 8 innings, but gave up 6 earned runs on 10 hits in a losing effort. He was reactivated on the 13th of September after recovering at farm team. But in his second start back a week later against the Oryx Buffaloes, Darvish gave up a career-high 7 walks in 5 innings, even though he only gave up 2 runs. 3 days later he was deactivated again due to a combination of discomfort in his shoulder and a sore back. Darvish was activated again just in time for the 2009 Japan series against the Central League champion Yomiuri Giants, and he pitched Game 2 on the 1st of November. He went 6 innings, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits, and also striking out 7 Giants. He became the winning pitcher, and the team won 4-2. The Yomiuri Giants would go on and win the championship series 4-1. After the Japan series, it was revealed that he had stress fracture of the right hand forefinger. Darvish said he first experienced pain after practice on the 28th of October, but kept it to himself. Also, he was unable to fully use the lower part of his body due to hip pains. Darvish was presented his second most valuable player and best 9 awards at the end of the season. He became only the third player to have won 2 MVP awards in their first 5 years in the NPB, joining Kazuhisa Inao and Ichiro Suzuki. However, he lost out on his second Sawamura Award to Saitama Seibu Lions ace Hideaki Wakui. On the 9th of December, Darvish re-signed with the Nippon-Ham Fighters for 330 million yen, up 60 million yen from 2009. At 23, Darvish became the youngest player in Japanese baseball history to reach the 300 million yen mark, along with being the highest-paid pitcher in the Pacific League presently. 2010. Darvish's 2010 season was another strong individual performance, but he struggled to win as many games due to the Fighters' troubles. The Fighters finished 74-67, but in 4th place. His opening day loss was reflective of his 2010 season. He pitched well, but the team struggled. He began the 2010 season losing to the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks on the 20th of March. Darvish allowed 2 early unearned runs on his way to a complete game loss, striking out 13. The Fighters began the season with a 5-14-1 stretch that was put them with their worst winning percentage in 5 years. They struggled in all phases of play, but Darvish continued to pitch well. Even at this low point, he was leading the league in strikeouts even as the rest of the rotation was 3-9. Darvish struck out at least 10 hitters in each of his first 5 starts. Darvish's 2010 season also was noticeable because speculation increased about his potential move to Major League Baseball. Darvish was interviewed by the Associated Press, where he announced his plans to review his options at the end of the season. He noted, "Right now, I'm just focused on helping my team win this season. Once the season is over, I'll consider my future." The Associated Press noted that both his exposure to international play during the 2009 World Baseball Classic and recurring injuries both led him to consider leaving Japan. In addition to back problems, he also missed a start in June with a sore right knee. Despite the injuries and potential distractions, Darvish pitched well down the stretch. His last 3 starts were all complete games, and he struck out 35 hitters in those 27 innings. Darvish finished the season with only a 12-8 record, but with a 1.78 ERA. He led the league with 10 complete games, 222 strikeouts, a 1.01 whip. This was Darvish's 4th consecutive sub-2.00 ERA. On the 18th of October 2010, Darvish posted on his blog that he would be returning to the Fighters for the 2011 season. 2011. On the 6th of January 2011, Darvish agreed to a contract for the 2011 season that would make him the highest-paid player in Japan. His salary was 500 million Japanese yen. The 2011 Nippon Professional Baseball season was delayed by the Tohoku earthquake. Controversy emerged over when baseball should resume. Commissioner Yozo Kato was criticized for comparing the resumption to the return of Major League Baseball 10 days after the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Darvish was among the players who felt it was not appropriate to quickly return to baseball. "I am a baseball player and a human being as well. I cannot think about baseball alone as I normally do." Darvish took part in efforts to raise funds for the relief efforts and personally donated 50 million yen to the Japanese Red Cross. Eventually the teams agreed to play the full 144-game schedule, but the start of the season would be pushed back several weeks. The season began on the 12th of April 2011 and Darvish started against the Saitama Seibu Lions. He struggled, allowing 7 runs in 7 innings and taking the loss. This poor start would not reflect his overall performance. After that opening game, he would not allow more than 3 runs in any of his starts. Darvish would win his next 8 starts and 13 of his next 14 decisions. Darvish would finish with his strongest all-around season, winning 18 games and featuring a career-low 1.44 ERA. He also led the league with 28 starts, 232 innings, 276 strikeouts and a 0.82 whip. He also featured remarkable control, walking only 36 batters. Despite his accomplishments, Darvish was not recognized with the Best Pitcher in Japan honor, the Sawamura Award. 3 of the 5-member committee voted to recognize Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles right-hander Masahiro Tanaka. Selection Committee Chief Masayuki Dobashi explained, "ERA is the best stat to evaluate pitchers. Tanaka's ERA was a little better than that of Darvish. Tanaka also had more complete games than Darvish. Pitchers must qualify for the award by meeting 7 criteria: 15 wins, a 2.50 ERA, 200 innings pitched, 10 complete games, 150 strikeouts, 25 appearances and a .600 winning percentage." Both Tanaka and Darvish met all the criteria. Tanaka noted, "I only had better numbers than him. As a pitcher, I'm nowhere near his caliber." The Nippon-Ham Fighters were eliminated in the first round of the Pacific League playoffs, losing both games to the Saitama Cyber Lions. Darvish started Game 1 of the series, going 7 innings and allowing only 1 run on 4 hits, while striking out 9. After Darvish departed, Saibu scored 1 run in the 9th inning to send the game to extra innings and added 3 more to win the game in the 11th inning. After being eliminated, speculation again increased about Darvish being posted to Major League Baseball. His pending divorce allegedly complicated this situation. Speculation centered on his wife's potential claims to a share of a new contract with an American team. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?